Hi, I am John Hoffman. I am the author of Getting to Healthy, Making the Transition to Eating Real Food, available on Amazon.com. Those who know me know that it wasn't until I was in my early 60s that I switched completely over to a whole food plant-based diet. I was simply unaware of the health risks of eating junk food, fast food, and processed foods for almost my entire life. Soon after I converted over to healthy eating, my cholesterol dropped to below 150. My blood pressure dropped to what it was in my early 20s. I lost 45 pounds. My waistline shrunk 7 inches, and I was able to get off my CPAP machine and all my previous medications. I felt more energetic and vibrant than ever. From an outsider's perspective, it looked like I got to have my cake and eat it too, feasting, in essence, on whatever I wanted to for over 6 decades without paying any consequences. So, why not party for 6 decades, eating all the pleasure food you want, and then, when you are old, change over to eating healthily to ride out your last few decades in style and good health? Isn't this a reasonable plan? The problem is, I didn't get away with it. When I was 55 years old, I was diagnosed with 2 different deadly cancers in 2 different organs of my body. I underwent 2 major surgeries to remove these cancerous organs, which left me with permanent disabilities I would live with for the rest of my life. Besides the cancer, because of my inflammatory-inducing standard American diet, I developed osteoarthritis even before I reached my later years, which now limits and restricts my outdoor activities, such as hiking and skiing. The arthritis in my neck alone causes soreness and pain day and night and brings on frequent headaches. I can trace other health-related problems to my decades of a dietary free-for-all lifestyle. In short, although I may look like someone who dodged a bullet because I don't have any serious chronic illnesses or metabolic diseases, at least at this point, I am paying the price today for my many years of wrongful eating. The other problem with thinking that I got away with it is that not all of the consequences of unhealthy eating can be magically undone by eating a strict whole food plant-based diet. This reminds me of an elderly neighbor I knew back in Woodstock, Georgia. He was a several pack a day smoker for most of his life. In his midlife, he saw the light, gave up smoking entirely, and started eating more healthily. While this probably extended his life by a decade or more, his body still bore the scars of many decades of self-abuse. The price he paid for his years of smoking pleasure were multiple heart operations and procedures, unpredictable acute heart pain, restrictions on his physical activity, and taking multiple medications, each with its own side effects. His only regret was not seeing the light much earlier in his life, before he incurred irreversible damage. Researchers are learning that at least some common cancers have their beginnings way back when we are children or young adults. Cancer often grows in our bodies for decades before it reaches the point of detection. Wouldn't it be better to eat a diet in those decades that either slows its growth or halts its progress entirely? Wouldn't it be better to eat a healthy diet to avert the many other diet-related diseases that often take decades to manifest themselves? Indeed, there is no free lunch in life, or in this case, a free lifetime of eating junk food, fast foods, and highly processed foods. As Dr. Joel Fuhrman likes to say, good health is something you have to earn. Contrary to what many people believe, it is not determined by the throw of the dice. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.